Speaking of best, it's not the best, but we got some Yuga Lab updates, and they have been busy. So we're going to talk about the HV-MTL. I don't know if that stands for anything, but this is where we're going to start. So this is a follow-up from the summoning. If we take a look at the roadmap here for Yuga and what they've been doing, we had the trial of Jimmy, we had Dookie Dash, our scores were reviewed, the game was over, and then we had the summoning. And from the summoning, we ended up getting access to these boxes. And these are the power sources. So that's where we are today. This HV-MTL is the next step here. So they are the machines that these power sources are going to turn into. So there are 8 different types that we will soon have access to. So it's the next part of the roadmap, and we're just getting introduced to the story. So they landed in the swamp, 30,000 curious machines from another world. To get your HV, this just takes you out to OpenSea to buy one of those boxes that are already listed. And again, to get that box, you took your pass, your sewer pass from Dookie Dash, and you burned it. And that's how you got that box.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what we're seeing here is the 8 different box types. And so, undisturbed for centuries, they were summoned through a rift of space time, the cosmic battle on the horizon, which is what we're preparing for in the other side. And now they're going to evolve into their final form, which are these HV-MTLs that we're seeing here. So, this depends
So
on
how
us. Go
how
ahead.
many sewer passes are there
Sewer passes, there was just the one, and it was the one that followed you. Well, I mean, oh, in total, sewer
in total?
passes?
Yeah.
I actually don't know the
No.
answer to that.
Just wondering how
30,
many of these things are gonna be generated.
30,000 would be my guess if there's that many power sources.
Yeah.
And I'm sure not everybody burned their pass either.
Yeah, right. It's like strategy to reseller.
Yeah. So it's going to be unique. They will definitely have different trait combinations, skills, personality, and roles. And these are all supposed to help you as you continue through the quest of gameplay. So this was just announced a few days ago. So we've got Glitch with a total of supply of 22,251. We've got 15,000 for Dynamic here. We've got the Bio at 9,000, Knight at 4,000. I think the Knight is cute. I like that one a lot.
No one's
Celestial, just over 1,000. Reaver, 250. And then the Hollow at 2. And then this Legendary, I don't know for a fact. My guess is this Legendary goes to the golden ticket. So the person who won the Dookie Dash overall, but I don't
Mm,
know.
well,
So we learned about these little characters,
mhm.
and now we're just waiting to forge them next. I don't feel like I saw this earlier, so the box, here's the character jumping out, a little bit of a teaser. So yeah, there's that little bit of news, and then we also just learned about the Legends of Mara. And so Yuga had announced the Legends of Mara. It is a collection-based 2D strategy game that picks up where the second trip left off. So we're going to learn more about codas, which everyone's like, WTF, what is a coda? And they're these cute little characters, but they're the primary keepers of the other side. They're very adept when it comes to farming, enchanting, and hunting. The vessels can grow apprentices known as Mara. And so these vessels are codas the keepers of these vessels. I don't really know where these vessels can grow. Capable of fighting. Great, great, great. Journey begins by claiming your free vessel. That's right. Okay. If we actually go to the site here, sorry, Legends of Mara, the site is already up. The vessel claim coming soon. It's not active yet, but you'll get to claim your vessel. And this site, once it loads again, just talks a little bit more about the lore. So there are seasons. Shades find their vessels, and a crop of new Mara erupts into other side. So we see some vessels coming in. And so now we see some of the gameplay here. So there is a Shades find vessels. During the shower, the glowing obelisk wakes the shade. These spirits glide across the landscape, each one claiming a vessel for shelter. Some more hospitable than others, which, is pretty common in gameplay. And we see the different types of the traits. So we've got an enchanter and farmer and hunter. And so those are the vessels that would land on your deed. Got little coda ghosts. And then here are
That's
the
cute.
Maras. Yeah. So enchanter, farmer, and hunter again. And then here we talk a little bit about the seasons that we have. So 4 seasons:
Mhm.
creation, evolution, afterlife, and abyss. I really like these visuals. I like how it really looks almost like dramatic and stunning and serious, but when you look at the characters, you're like, oh yeah, this is totally Yuga. This is the work in there. Okay, and then when Amara ingests a seasonal catalyst, it evolves into a Coda Mara that takes on traits possessed by that catalyst. So we've got Kodamaras, we've got Maras, we've got catalysts, we've got vessels, we've got seasons. There's a lot to unpack here. And then we have the sediment fragments, which can be fed to Mara. So these are derived from the other deed sediment. And so we've seen these in the other. We've got the biogenic swamp, the chemical god, so on and so forth. So the other deeds that exist today have one of these traits. They all fall into one of these types of sediment. And then the creation season is when the Coda Rama reveal will happen. So there definitely is some steps that need to happen first, but right now we've done the summoning. We right now are at the mech types revealed,
Mhm.
and next will be sometime in April that it came through the rift. So these 2 updates came from Yuga this week, both HV-MTL and Legends of Mara. And I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more lore and getting teasers and things like that leading up to the next event.
Right
So,
on.
pretty cute.